On my way to Dahlem, Berlin, August 1989. Non-stop carriages thunder through the underbelly of the metropolis, stopping from time to time at a gloomy station where people rush in and out of the trains like ants, trying to avoid each other's eyes by gazing into oblivion. I don't particularly like metros, whether they're in New York, London or Mexico City. Neither do I care much for the U-bahn in Berlin, although I do notice a different atmosphere here today. People are not as tense as elsewhere, but then again it's 10 a.m. and rush hour is over. I am on my way to Dahlem to check out das Kunsthaus. My raincoat lies neatly folded on a seat next to me, as this morning is almost summery warm. Two women get in and take seats on my right. One, a colossal woman clutching a large shopping bag to her bosom, is an unmistakably German woman, while her friend, small and fragile in a lace blouse, appears to have stepped right out of the 1930s, and if possible, comes across as even more German. A young man takes a seat in front of me, dressed in a neat white suit. His oval face is surrounded by somewhat long but well-groomed hair, and he has an expressionless, but at the same time a slightly questioning look in his eyes, probably just like me. The train starts moving and the platform outside disappears. As I peek at the two babbling women, I feel the young man's eyes observing me. I wait a while before I look into his direction. He is staring down at a golden ring on his middle finger. Two threads run down from under his hair into his jacket. Is he deaf? Or are they wires of some kind of new, costly Walkman? Then I notice his open green blouse, and my eyes focus on his smooth chest and linger there for a moment. When I look up, I meet his eyes. I notice they are green too. Quickly, I give him an apologetic smile before we each avert our eyes. As I often do when I observe people, I wonder who he might be. How old is he? Does he still go to school or college? Does he have a girlfriend? Where does he live? At home? On his own? Shall I follow him? With a slight embarrassed chuckle, I look out of the window the moment we enter a station. I recognize the name Dahlem and grab my coat to get off. But a second before I stand up, he rises and walks towards the door, followed by me like a shadow. After getting off the train, I look around to find the exit. There are two escalators and an elevator, but nowhere I can detect a sign that says Kunstmuseum. In those few seconds, I lose track of him in the crowd. Did he go left or right? Too bad, I grin, shrugging my shoulders, and walk towards the escalator on the right. Daylight hits me in the eyes as I step outside in the sunlight, and I quickly search for my trusted sunglasses. People pass me by. Shopping housewives, belated men on their way to work, and children too young for school running around them. I wonder which direction I have to take for the museum. Although I speak a few words German, I am reluctant to stop a passer-by, as I don't always understand the answer. Shall I go left or right? Which way did he go? I still wonder. At that moment, I notice him standing at the bus stop. I hesitate for a moment, thinking, shall I? He is standing with his back towards me as I walk into his direction. Quickly I let my eyes run over the names of the bus stops. They are all unknown to me. I gaze at his back until I notice the name Berlin University of Arts on a flyer sticking out of his pocket. I take out a city map and open it, shaking the paper as noisily as I can, till he looks up over his shoulder to see where the rustling is coming from. Intently I stare at the map as if I am searching for something. But in reality, I haven't got a clue where I am in the chaos of red and blue lines and green blocks. I take a deep breath and look up with a pleading dog-eyed look in my eyes. Now you tell me, is there anything more pathetic than the sight of a helpless tourist fighting with a map, lost in a big city? He slowly shakes his head, and the corners of his mouth go up. Can I help you? The redeeming question finally sounds. As a bus is coming towards us, I conclude that das Kunsthaus can wait for another day. Yes, please, I say, and like a hunting, hungry octopus, I carefully wrap my many amorous tentacles around him, at least mentally. For the time being,